floor. Cat blooper. Got him a shot. Hey, him. I'm trying to film here, buddy. Cat blooper. Getting in my shot. Hi, Penny. What's up? It's Matt, the overall bargain hunter. Today I'm going to do a tips video. I've been reselling for a couple of months now, and these are just some tips that would have helped me to know at the beginning. So I want to kind of share that information with you. Overall, I hope that you enjoy it and that you find this information useful. Let's have a good time. So the first tip that we're going to talk about, tip number 5, is going to be being prepared for fees and shipping costs. So when I first started posting on eBay, I knew that they charged fees, but I really didn't pay attention to how much. So the first couple of things that I sold, I was a little bit surprised when I got my final value back, or my payback. I averaged it out to be about 16% per purchase. I think eBay says it's like 13 point something percent, but they take that final value cost of what you posted it for, the shipping cost, and the tax that they include in it. So it ends up being closer to 16%. So that's the first thing to be prepared for. And then the shipping cost. I've listed some things before with free shipping. So the way you can do it when you're doing this with the fees and the shipping, you can look at it two different ways. You can add that into your cost. So like, let's say you wanted $30 for something, but you know it's gonna be some fees and some shipping. Well, then you can post it for $40 free shipping, or you can do it for $35 with $5 shipping, or however you want to do it. Or if you're just willing to take a little bit less, then just post it for that $30. Realize that there's going to be a fee with that, and that you're going to have to figure out that shipping cost. When you're shipping, another thing to don't just go to the post office and pay the shipping, or the UPS store and pay the shipping. You can print labels at home if you have a printer that you can do. I used to just print from my regular printer and tape it to the box. I have since bought a thermal printer, which I love. And if you start selling more, I definitely suggest you get one. I use the website Pirate Ship, and it saves you a little bit of money. It'll give you the rates for USPS and UPS, and you can pick the cheapest one, or you can pick the fastest one, whichever you want to go with. Sometimes I use eBay's little shipping calculator, and it's not always correct, but sometimes that's on me because I didn't actually measure and weigh the object. And so there's been a couple of times where I've said that it was going to be like $6 shipping, and it ends up costing me $10 to ship it, and so I'm losing a little bit of money there. And again, that's okay. That brings me to the tip number 4, which is mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes, but you have to learn from them. Honestly, the only way you're going to learn is to make mistakes. And I've made plenty of mistakes, especially on the eBay stuff. Sometimes you make a mistake and you buy something that you shouldn't have bought. You buy something and then it's gonna sit for a long time, and you realize, okay, don't buy that again. It happens to everybody that does eBay reselling, and it's okay. You just have to learn from those mistakes and grow from those mistakes. Tip number 3 is understanding the time it takes to actually post things. Before I started doing all this eBay reselling, I used to post on Facebook Marketplace, and even those things take time. But when you're posting on multiple sources, and I really only post on 3 things, which is Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, and eBay. I know there's a lot of other, like people post on Poshmark, or if they make stuff on Etsy or different places. So there's a lot of different places you can post. But those are the 3 that I stick to right now. You have to understand that it does take a little bit of time to do that. You want to include details in your post. You want to make sure you have good pictures for your post. So part of that time is taking good pictures, which is part of this tip, is make sure you have a spot to take pictures, some lighting, because when you post, you want to have good pictures. You want to have multiple pictures of different angles. That's really going to help your item sell. Tip number 2 is to make sure that you set some goals. I'm not a big goal setting person, but it is important to have goals, at least a target to what you're trying to get to. So like maybe you're just gonna post twice a week when you start off. Like you're going to get 2 or 3 items every week, and you want to make sure that you do that. Maybe you set a monetary goal, like I want to reach this much per week. I will say beginning that I didn't set monetary goals because I really wasn't sure what I was doing. My goal was to have a certain amount of things posted. And then from there I kind of learned what was selling better, what was not selling as well. Then I kind of started moving to, okay, I want to make this much the goals really help you to learn and grow as a business owner. So the tip number 1 to me is the most important, and that is being able to look up sold comps and sell-through rate. So I have a couple of random items here that we're going to look at. So you open up your eBay app. What's nice about the eBay app is that it has a little barcode scanner. So if you click on search, up at the top there's a little barcode scanner. So we're going to look at this little 5 crowns game. So if it has a barcode, you can just scan it. Now it'll bring up all of these items, but this is just what they're listed for. So you can see like they're listed for different prices. There's the $13.95, there's a $9.99, but listing prices aren't really what you want to know. What you want to know is what they sold for. The other thing to look at is for sell-through rate is how many results there are. So in this case, there's 156 results. So I'm going to go to filter, scroll down where it says show more, and I'm going to look for where it says sold items. Go ahead and click that. Now it's showing 184, which means that there's 156 of these listed, but 184 have sold, which means this has a pretty good sell-through rate. But if you look at the sold prices, it tells you the day it sold. So in this, the first one up at the top sold on March 7th, which was yesterday. But you can see another one, the one below it, sold yesterday for $5.20 and $5.50 shipping. So about $10. There's another one that sold the day before for $14.95 free shipping. You can go through and scroll. So this has a pretty good sell-through rate on eBay. So this is an item that I would post on eBay. Now, if you're going through and you're looking for an item, like let's say the World Hates Holidays game, it has a barcode, but when I go to scan it, it's not letting it scan because of the packaging. Now, another thing that you can do, if you can still read the number, you can type it in. So I can type in the barcode, and I can search for it that way. Again, here we can see that they have 2 listed. They're posted for about the same price, about $16 free shipping. Again, that's just what they're listed for. I want to see what they sold for. So there's no exact matches, which means nobody has bought this on eBay. So this is probably something that I wouldn't buy if I was looking at it at the thrift store. All right, so we have another item here, this pack of pins. And again, we can look at this barcode, but sometimes it'll come up and say this type of barcode is not supported because it's not a regular barcode. So in that case, I'm going to type in the product. So this is a 6-pack of UV light pins, invisible ink pens, 6-pack. Now again, this probably isn't something that I would buy at a thrift store to post on eBay, but I could. Like if you look at these list prices, they're not bad. $17.66 free shipping, $7.97 with $5 shipping. The listing prices seem really good, but when I go to sales price, there's only one result, and that was for $7.97 with $4.75 shipping. All right, so those were the tips that I had for you. Just the 5 that I kind of thought were important. So a little bonus, not really a tip, but if you don't have an IKEA bag or a big bag like that, I definitely would suggest getting one. It really comes in handy. So when you go to take a bunch of packages to the post office or something like that, it works well for that. If you're going to the flea market, you can carry that around and put stuff in there. Even going to like thrift stores or garage sales, it really comes in handy. So if you don't have one, I would really suggest getting one, or something like an IKEA bag, a big bag like that. But those were the tips that we had for today. I hope that the information was useful for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. That's the way we grow the channel. Overall, I had a good time making this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Matt, the Overall Bargain Hunter, signing out. See you guys next time.